347 days, 40 hours of gameplay, 11 months worth of playing this game, and we have reached the final segment right here on Gran Turismo 2. Welcome everybody, this is AMF 1534 here for the final episode of Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, the longest freaking thing that I have ever done in my entire career by a long shot. Like, we're talking like almost double, actually it probably is double of what the previous longest series that I had done up to this point. So, we are here, we are gonna do this so hard that it's going to be just absolutely great. And I thank every single one of you who is, you know, either if you're even just watching just only this episode here, or if you've watched every 141 episodes of this, you guys are the best people. You really are. The only part that sucks about this event generator is that it actually has to physically generate the race by using this little oscillating bar of really slow building progress. But you know what? It's okay. I can put up with that. After all that we've been through in this long journey of life, it feels good. It really does. I don't even know what we're up against. I hope it's something that's not crazy faster than me, because I'm just using this SVX that we built last episode, so I'm hoping that it's not... Oh boy. Alright, well, just looking at what we're up against, I know we're gonna lose. So let's just get out of that right quick. Let's at least get into a car that we can have a solid chance of winning with. I just wanted to test the waters. I wanted to see what we were up against. And now that I know, it's time for the Sylvia. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're going there. We are. You know, I figure it's a car that we've had for a really long time, and it's just been so great to me over the years. I feel like, you know what's really ironic about this series as a whole? This series has lasted longer than my last relationship did, which, when you think about it, sounds really sad. But it's a year. I mean, a year is actually still considered long for most relationships nowadays, because they usually don't last for that long. And I'm not, and you know, it was just, it's wild. Like, this is 11 months of stuff right here. And now we're bringing it to a close with a giant cloud of smoke. It's crazy. Like, it looks like this thing's like adjusting itself to like the type of car that you have to an extent. Like, it seems like it's like, oh, you're gonna use a Dyson Sylvia? Well, you douche. We're gonna at least try to, you know, cater to what you're doing here to make it at least a little more difficult. But that's fine, because I'm not gonna lose. I don't think I've actually ever lost while driving this car. Probably because in most of the situations that I've used it, I was, you know, vastly overpowered in who I was facing. So at least it looks like they're at least trying to give me a run for my money by throwing a whole bunch of Skylines at me for some reason. They're just like, oh, well, we don't really have a lot of things to counter him with, but Nissan Skylines really certainly will give him a go. That's alright, you know? I'm cool with that. It's funny because I guarantee you that every single one of these Skylines that we're up against probably have more raw horsepower than what I do, but this is just a better overall car in general. So that's totally cool, because this thing only has like, what, 400 and change horsepower? And like some of those Skylines I'll bet you probably have like in the higher 400s or in the 500s area, but it's just the fact that this car has probably way better acceleration, handling, and braking. So, you know what? I can put up with whatever they're gonna throw at me. I really can. It's so crazy to be done with this thing almost. Like, it's almost like getting out of a relationship in itself, if you think about it. Because, like, I've been, you know, coming home from work, like, every day, for the most part, give or take a few situations, and I'd play this. It's like, it's become so much of like my daily routine that it's gonna feel weird when I'm like not doing this anymore. Not like my channel. I'll be like, ah, I'm done with Gran Turismo 2. My life is complete. I quit everything. That is absolutely not going to happen. But it's a game that when I first started doing these, I always wanted to do it, but I knew in the back of my head that if I did this, it was going to take a really, really long time, and I didn't know if I had, like, the commitment powers in the pit of my soul to be able to deal with it, until I finally woke up one day. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it, and whatever happens, happens. And you know what? I'm really glad I did it. Not only to say that I finally got it out of my system, but we had a lot of really funny moments in here. Like the time that we were driving on the Tahiti race circuit, and I came around the final corner and my car got stuck in the wall. Which was... Oh, no! No! Oh, man, I go and I talk a bunch of mess and I deal myself my first loss with this thing. Oh, man, what a way to go. Yeah, a bunch of threes. The witching hour! Oh, how stupid. How is that gonna happen? Man? And you know this! Man! Well, you know what that's gonna do? That's just gonna make this series a little bit longer. Oh, what a bummer. Of course that would happen. What else is new? But yeah, when we came around the last turn on the Tahiti circuit and I got stuck in the wall, or the time that we, let's see, there was the time that, what are they going to give us now? The time that we were doing the endurance race on Rome circuit, and there was that car that got glitched out, and he got like stuck in the wall, but his car became transparent and you could just drive right through him. And that happened for a long time. We had a couple of really crazy endings for races where I just barely pulled it out. I think there was one race that we had where I literally won by like pretty much nothing. Like it was like by .01. I think we actually had one that was a literal tie. Like it was actually a tie. And they ended up giving me the win. I think that actually happened once. I'm trying to remember, because that one happened a long time ago, but I do remember that vaguely happening. And yeah, dude, there were a whole bunch of moments in here. There were a couple of epic collapses on my part, which I definitely apologize for that, but they were really funny. There were a number of different times where the game crashed on me. Like we actually had to go through like a controller swap in the middle of an episode here, and like various restartings of the system because the thing just flat out broke down on me. And yeah, I mean, I now have a new controller due to some of my experiences that I've had to put up with during the course of this thing. So I'm just happy that we've done it finally. You know, I'm actually getting closure here. We're actually going over the divorce right now, is kind of what it feels like. We're divvying up all the property and I'm going to be getting all of it. Mention that I am so glad that after losing a tough race on Laguna Seca that they're going to give me absolute pity to the highest degree by letting us totally floor the competition by doing this track. It's also super short too. So instead of having to, you know, do this and then them having me get tossed into like the Grand Valley Speedway or something, they're just like, oh well, don't worry about it. You can take the short one. It's like a little mini Christmas present from the people at, you know, Gran Turismo. Oh, look at that. A yellow bird, huh? Interesting. How awesome. And now we still have 3 more to go. I can only imagine what like the super expert one is going to be like, or whatever the hell it is. No extra cars for winning, huh? Oh, well, you do what you got to do. I think we're going to use this Dyson Sylvia again. Me reckons. What the hell? Oh, I understand. Well, but why is there like a little... Huh. Oh, so you see they meet your car's performance. But the other question is, why are there little circles there? Like, they're saying it under like the impression that by doing it, it's supposed to get... Like, there's a slot in there like there would be like a little trophy icon for having beat it, but that didn't really happen. Huh, I'm confused now. How strange. Well, let's try this one. I want to see what happens. What are they going to give us here? I mean, even if they end up like not giving us trophies for this, I still want to do every level of it just because. Just, you know, I really want to just I want to be able to have said that I did everything. Outside of the gold license test things, obviously. That's definitely one thing I'm not going to do. But everything else, I want to be able to say, hey, I remember when I did that, and I won, and it was awesome. Even if they didn't give me a trophy for it, I still did it, and I feel great for having done it, damn it. That's what I want to be able to say when all is said and done here. That I gave it my all, or about 98% of my all, because I still didn't do the gold license test. I'm still pretty much kind of like pulling a bitch move on you guys for this by not like actually physically completing everything, but I'm doing like all the actual races, like everything that technically counted for that. So you guys can't get mad at me for that one. You really can't. Especially because, you know what, I put 141 videos into this bad boy. I think that I deserve a little bit of a pass. So here we go, saving the day. This RX-7 is not going away. He's determined to ruin my life, and he just might get everything that he wished for. I'll bet it's Vin Diesel in there. Yeah, you know, he just went over from being a blood to a crip, but he's like, hey, I got an idea, because that's what Vin Diesel's voice sounds like. Yeah, I want to race today. I'm going to go out there and, you know, win by, it doesn't matter if you win by a foot or a mile, winning's winning, and I'm gonna, he'll never know it's me if I'm inside of a blue one instead of a red one, you know, because they had the red one in the movie, and, you know, he'd never expect that one from me, because I wouldn't know how he found a way to, you know, insert himself into a video game, because in this game, there are no drivers. Whoa, okay. It's actually kind of crazy that this car has this good of handling on a track like this, especially because I'm so used to just, you know, driving all the slow cars in these. But again, the Dyson Sylvia never disappoints, except for the part like just about 7 minutes ago when it totally disappointed in the sense of I lost while driving it. But that's okay. I went out and blew that one away on the first try, so, you know, can't be mad at that. Tom Supra. Oh, that RX-7 didn't even get second place. He ended up going and blowing his load in a way. Do. I just realized I'm going through all the different videos here that I've done for this series because I was trying to get like the exact amount of time that we've spent in here, and like my first video starts out and it has like 1,800 views, and then it starts declining a little bit from there, as they all do, and then just randomly, episode 13. I think that they probably had like 1,100 people view it because it was called Pure Horse Sex. So I think it was probably just awkward for people in that. But let's see. Yeah, it keeps going down a little bit lower every time, which, you know, it's fine. I mean, it's hard to expect everybody to keep on viewing when, you know, everybody's like, oh my god, it's still going. It's like the longest thing in the world. And then we start getting into less than, you know what, it's fine. I'm totally cool with it. I just had a damn blast making this thing. I mean, 40 hours, like, think of that. Like, that's the equivalent of me spending almost 2 full days sitting down and playing all the way through without stopping, just over and over and over and over. Not even like getting up to go take a piss or eating or anything. Just sitting here going full bore at it all the way. Like, that's so crazy to think about. Alright, Grindelwald, huh? This is gonna be the hard challenge. Tomorrow, ladies, we gonna start the hard stuff. I haven't really had the best of luck in doing this race in the last few tries that I can remember. I remember we did it a couple of times and we ended up losing them all. Or not them all, because I think that we won one of them, but they've definitely become much, much harder. I know that the last time that we tried this, we definitely lost. I think we got like 2nd or 3rd place. But it could have been a lot worse because I actually like turned the car all the way around in the middle of it. In the middle of the night, I've been walking in my sleep. I don't remember all the words of that song. To the river so deep, I've been searching for something, searching for something. I'm trying to remember who did that song. Was that Billy Joel that did that song? I don't know. I don't even know. Oh, I'm probably going to end up being wrong and be like, Well, that's like the furthest thing away, but I'm pretty sure it was him though. But again, I just got done talking about it in a different episode of something else, how I'm like absolutely horrible at guessing the names of people that did songs. I just remember like lyrics from songs and stuff. Wow, we're doing pretty well here. Just hoping for the best that we don't totally go through one of these turns and ruin the whole thing. Alright, coming around the mountain here. The only part that sucks about this is that now I actually have to make a full-on decision on what I'm going to do for my first episode of something else. Or actually of two things, because I made a solemn vow to you guys that I was going to, you know, start up all my new stuff as soon as I got done with this and Pinball Arcade and Max Payne 3, and I have. Well, not yet. I'm technically not quite done yet, but I will be at the end of this, and one more episode of Pinball Arcade, so we're almost there. And then I get to start up some new things, and I'm super, super excited. I've been wanting to do something new for a long time, I have. And I know that you guys are probably just as excited as I am, so this is going to be great. Alrighty. Whoa. Alright, he's coming around. Making the final little swizzle stick here. With another commanding win under the old belt with the Dyson Sylvia. Look at that. Man, dude, they are giving us all those Nismos. Whole bunch of them. We had to race 3 Skylines in that. 3 of them. I mean, it's like one of the most common cars that they use for racing here, it seems like. You know what's happening right now, guys. We have one more race left. Just one more. Only one more. Oh, let's do it. Let's do the last one. The final countdown. The final countdown. Oh, midfield too, by the way. It's actually a pretty sweet race to do for a final one. I always like this one. It's not like my favorite race, but it's not the one I hate the most either. It's one that I can be okay with this, provided that we win, of course. I can be fine with this being the last race that I do in this series. I really can. Especially because I think there's a part in here, I think this is the race where I can cut through the grass a little bit and be a total bastard about it. Let's see, what are we up against? I see an Evo, I see an NSX, I see 2, oh, there's that, actually, I see 1 NSX, there's 2 Evos, there's another RX-7 in that car that we passed way back there, whatever that was. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I can see that this Lancer Evo is going to give me a little bit of trouble. What is that back there? I don't know what it is. It's kind of bothering me. All the way back there in 6th place, whatever he be. We'll figure it out at some point. I think I should probably worry a little bit more about actually taking 1st place here. And not, you know, totally fucking around. Oh, boy. You know what sounds really good right now to eat, because I haven't eaten since like 1 o'clock, is wings. I am like totally craving wings right now, but I don't want to drive all the way downtown to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, nor do I want to drive all the way up to Portland to go to Fire on the Mountain, so I think we've kind of reached a little bit of an issue here. I don't really feel like driving to the store either, like I don't really feel like doing anything. I was totally going to go to Taco Del Mar last night, and I went there and they were totally closed. And the worst part, well, okay, so this isn't the one I was thinking of. It doesn't have the part where you can cut through the grass, but this one's still fun anyways. It's actually going to be quite a close race all the way to the finish, because we're pretty evenly matched here. And they're literally giving us cars with almost identical statistics as far as like horsepower and, you know, similar stuff is concerned. Oh boy. But yeah, I totally was like, you know, sitting here talking with my parents last night, talking about going to get food, and I was like, oh no, I'll wait a little bit, and it was like 8:15. I was like, oh, that's okay, I'll just go in a few minutes. And then we were watching the last part of The Sound of Music, and next thing I know, there's like 15 minutes, or like about 20 minutes before 9 o'clock. I was like, oh no, they close at 9, I better get over there pretty quickly before they close. And so I drove down there, because it's just like right down the road. And the next thing I know, I end up going there, and there was still a guy, like, you know, in there working, but he had the open sign off, and I was like, no, I missed it by that much, and so I had to settle with Panda Express, which I guess was okay, but it like totally wasn't even really that good either. Like, I think that they totally gyp you out, like, by buying the 3 entree meal. I feel like they totally screw you over, because if you get like a 1 entree meal, they give you a whole bunch of that 1 entree. And if you get 3 entrees, they barely give you any, like, of all 3 of those, just to equal the same thing that you would get out of doing a 1 entree. But it's like, I feel like I'd be better off just ordering like a 2 entree meal with a side of something else. That would actually make more sense. 666. Oh, it was that Supra. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out what that thing was on the other. What is this? This is actually like a tournament. Oh, weird. How awesome is this? Oh, we're not even done yet. It's not the final race, my friends. Oh, I see what's going on here. They're throwing us for a loop. There's more to it than that. We're going to have an extra long episode, and I'm cool with that. Oh, wait, we're doing it again? It's the same race. Are we doing it backwards? The other way? Could that be how this is going? It appears to be that way. Nope, never mind. We're doing it the exact same way. So how many times are we going to do this race? Exactly how much harder could it possibly be than what it just was a second ago? I ask you. It's like deja vu all over again. What did you say? Well, I think I just had a little deja vu. Right, here we go. It's the same matchup again. Even better, because now we know exactly how to drive this course to the absolute best of our ability, even though I'll probably still find a way to mess up and do something stupid, like I almost did right there. But that's alright. It's still a pretty short race in its own right, so I'm not particularly worried about the task at hand here. So we are doing this backwards. Or do they do... Well, no, actually this is exactly how we did it last time. Man, I am just like so disoriented trying to figure out what's going on right now. So wait, this totally feels like we're doing it a different way than we just did. I think we are doing this the other way. Yeah, this is not the same way that we did this. Or is it? Man, I am so discombobulated right now. No, this is the way we did it the first time. Okay, it really is. Yeah, okay. Man, I think I just needed to come around that last turn to actually understand what we were doing. When I was talking in the entire last race, I literally wasn't even like registering what was going on. I was just driving. I was in the zone, man. But now we are dominating. Oh boy. I shouldn't have said that! Oh no! Oh my gosh! Why did I say that? Oh my gosh. What a mess that turned out to be. Oh boy. I still have a chance to come back though. I don't know how, because there should be like no way that I could make that happen. But I'm going to. You just watch. You just watch. I mean, when you put up the rock on symbol and you feel it deep down in your heart, gosh damn it. They are doing everything in their power to not give me a chance to make a comeback here. I may have had an opportunity if I wouldn't have been sliding out there so much. I don't think we're gonna win this one. I really don't. Which I really hope that this championship series that we're doing was more than one race, because if it's only 2 races, this is totally gonna mess it up, like to the highest extent of the law, barring some type of absolute miracle happening coming around this last turn. Oh, we can steal second. We can totally still steal second. Can we do it? I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to catch him. Oh my gosh, and it's both Lancers too, so I don't know which one we ended up getting stuck behind. I'm just glad we got back into third. That's the thing I'm... Oh man. Oh, there's a 3-way tie for first. How crazy is this? Oh boy, there's got to be a third race in here. There's got to be like some type of rubber match to get this thing out of the way. Oh, what can it possibly be, my friends? What are we gonna do? There's another session. There's just another one. On Super Speedway. I feel a little more confident about that because that's just a straight shot. Or not really just a straight. It's this one, the little tiny oval. I think that we should be able to pull this out because my car is in a lot of ways faster than what we're dealing with here. Like the acceleration on those Evos is just crazy though. Like look at how far ahead he is of me out there already. But all in all, we should still be able to overtake these guys and win. I think. I don't want to get ahead of myself here. And the guy out here is the one I'm worried about the most. But I don't think that he should be too much of a problem. I think that once we get around him just the first time, barring another disaster of sorts, we should be okay. Alright, here we go. Just gotta get around these turns in a nice, clean fashion. And then holding them off shouldn't be terribly hard. As long as I stay straight. Just gotta, as long as I can stay in these middle lanes, because these guys seem to be taking a little bit more of an outside approach, which is really weird, considering that that's much more ground to cover for them. So, you know, I'm actually, oh, he's kind of making up some space on me, though. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, never mind. Ended up making all that up just on that turn. Because, again, they took those turns really wide. It was fine. Yeah, see, he just went and collided with the wall. What an idiot. That's all the separation I needed, though. That's the best part. Oh, one of those Lancers went down in last. Awesome. Oh, that's perfect. That at least... All right. Excellent. That at least, you know, separated the competition a whole bunch. Perfect. Great. So what else is there? Is there more to this? Is there another race? I would assume that it's either going to be a 3-race one or 5 races. There's another one. All right. We got to keep going. I mean, if this is going to be the last race that we do in this game, we might as well, or the last episode that we do in this game, we might as well get everything we can out of it, you know? I'm fine with every part of this right now. I know that it's going to be long, but hey, you know, it's almost customary for a final episode to be just a little bit longer than all the other ones. Alright. Here we go. It's like all the races that that we're never going to see again, except for if I end up by some course of divine intervention, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid of stupidity and decide to do Gran Turismo 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever as a Let's Play series, because, you know, that won't take me another fucking, you know, light years worth of time. Come on, stop spinning around like that. Get a hold of yourself, man. Okay, even if I have to be kind of a douchebag about it. No! No! Damn it! Oh, that's bad. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. We should be able to at least close the gap a little bit here. Oh my god, why did that have to happen? Why did that have to happen? We must come back. I mean, the best part is, as long as I don't get anything worse than, like, 3rd place, we should be okay. The worst part is, though, is that both of those Lancers are in 1st and 2nd. I don't know which one is which, because they both have the same paint job on them. One of them is totally dominating up there. Oh, get out of the way. Jeez. How do you expect me to win this thing if you guys are all getting in the way? There we go. That at least helps a little bit. At least gets me back into 2nd. For a second. Haha. Haha, pun intended. Oh, gosh. Here I come to save the day by conquering you, maybe. I need to not hit those walls. That's where the problems have kind of gotten the best of me here, is because I hit those walls. It, like, kind of makes my car jerk around a little bit, and then I end up getting myself in trouble. Ha-ha! Look at that! Look at... Oh! Oh! Oh, look at that! Look at the comeback that we have pulled off! Yeah! Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, hooray me! I have won after being down in 6th place but 1 lap ago. Alright, 28 points for us. It's just me and the other guy at this point. I think we're going to have 1 race left. That's my guess, at least. Which means that I have to do well in this final race to kind of cement my position. Is there one more? There's another one. Watch, they're probably just like totally messing with my brain. Like, it's just gonna be like an unending chain of just constant racing. Oh, it's the same one. Gosh. They're just be like, this fucker doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. We're just gonna have him racing forever, forever and ever. Okay, we're gonna do it now. I think that we finally got it. Oh, sick! Rick and Morty's on. I love that show. They've only had like 2 episodes of it, but it's actually really funny. Like all the comedy is, it's a little bit different than what I'm used to, but it's really well done. I like it. Kudos to the guys that created that show. It's really good. If you haven't seen it before, I highly advise that you give it a try. The animation's really good for it, and just like the people that did the voice acting for it, I really like them. Especially the guy that does the voice of Rick. He's like the perfect drunken scientist type of guy. It's totally awesome. He's like probably like my favorite character in the whole thing, so far at least. Okay, here we go. All we got to do is just race it clean. If we can just have a clean showing here and not do anything stupid, I should win this handily. Like one clean lap here, and I've already got a nice little buffer. You guys aren't going to make it easy, but that's what happens when you're playing on expert difficulty, I suppose. Nothing really comes easy at that point anymore. It's crazy how well those guys take turns, though. But just as well as they take turns, I take them better. Or a very light version of better. It's only better because I'm still ahead. I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily taking these better than they are, but I'm certainly not taking them worse. Oh no, no, no! Oh boy, that was way too close for comfort. All right, we have won again. Much easier than last time too. That's exactly what I wanted. Both the Evos taking exactly what I thought they were going to do. We're ahead by a whopping 6 points now, which is good. Watch, this is gonna end up being like a 10 race thing. I hope not. I hope that this was like kind of the last one. I don't want to end up having this be like a 1 hour thing. There's more? Or is there? Oh no, we won it! Alright! 50,000 points! Yay! We did it! Way to go, me! So hold on a second. So if there's actually a trophy for that, we did the other 3 difficulties already, and there wasn't like a tournament for those. Oh, see, there wasn't a trophy for that either. Huh. Weird. So, at a whopping 98.2%, my friend, we have finally done what could never have been done, except for we totally did it. Anyways, with an average win ratio of 72%, which is getting a nice low C, and our average ranking was 1.4, so even in most of the races that we lost, we still got like 2nd place a good portion of the time, except for some of those other ones. Number of cars owned is 24, even though we have definitely, over the course of this game, we have definitely owned a lot more than just 24 cars, so I think that's the amount of cars that we own right now, or something like that. So my friends, I now bring this to a close, saying one more time, at least in this set of videos, I'll still be doing a ton more, but thank you guys for watching this entire series of arguably the best racing game that has ever graced the entire genre of gaming in general. This is your host, AMF1534. Thank you guys for everything. I will see you in the next series, albeit I still have no clue what that's going to be at the current moment, but I'll figure it out. And you guys have yourselves Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Woo! We win! Peace out, everybody. Take care. Bye.